It's Canada in red serving, it's Japan in white receiving. It's week 3 of the Volleyball Nations League for the men here in Pasay City, in Manila, and that is off the block and away. Japan side-out start.
Neither side waiting to warm up. Lepke absolutely launches that serve, and Nishida responds in kind.
Top swing. Nishida with the serve. Easy one for Canada to get something on it, and Ma dispatches.
It's going to be a tough job for Onodera. He needs to make sure he's being responsible for Denis Demyanenko in that rotation, but also to go out and help Sekita against Ma.
Demyanenko with the serve. Oh, chicken wing! And then the power tip will get it done. They want it in catch ball. You're not going to get it. You're not the referees. There's only one referee, and he makes a decision. Was this a bit catchy and throwy? No, it's fine, wasn't it?
The ball is in front, so it's the rotation of his body that makes it look like it's behind his shoulder, but the contact on the ball is still in front.
Good cover. Canada have to come again. Ma, he's not found it, and it's not a touch either. They're going to challenge, though. Oh, I think maybe he's thinking there's a... All right, well, he definitely thinks it's in the block, but was it hair? Is there an admission? There is! Green card. Green card. Green card. Green card. No,
there will be
card.
no green card coming today.
Clearly not, then. Yep, caught the fingers. Referee had given it to Japan. Then there was an admission, and so Canada have the point. Now, would they go back to that to award that later on as a green card? Because the ref did point. The ref did point for Japan for the point, right?
Yeah, there may be some scope for a retrospective green cards.
Maybe.
Hopefully they go back to our playing days, Clayton. Then we could maybe have a
no touch. Never,
no
never,
touch.
never, never.
I never touched a ball on the block.
I never touched a ball a ref didn't see. That's it. Good start this, Canada, 4-1.
Well, they've handled some really difficult moments quite well. They've worked with the ball in position 4 and there to block exactly where it needs to be against Iran.
Yes, what a hit. And I say yes, not because I support Japan, but I just love it when a player can do that.
There's a moment of hesitation on the block from Marinashenko. Just a little freeze, and that's enough where they can't close. But good discipline by Piasechenko that he doesn't try and reach out with his hands. He gives a clean seam.
Good serve, but Lepke's dealt with that, and they can run the middle. Piasechenko makes it look easy. Good save, but it's going to be free ball for Canada. Plenty of options. Ooh, just slightly behind Piasechenko. Oh no, Ishikawa. It's a rare error from him.
Biting off way too much in the attempt to play this fast inside play in transition. So the scramble and recycle. A good idea to go fast, but Ishikawa goes for a huge amount of short angle.
Nice serve. Sekita brought off the net. They have to go wide. And the block is waiting and ready.
Another excellent finish on the block by Piasechenko. That will cause a Japanese timeout at 7-2 down.
Okay, yeah, it's a question of side out. Huh? Okay, not too short, a little bit long, that you can use the line. Quick is good also, so everyone, you have to go. You have a point of reserve. Huh? Okay? This is important. You stay inside and you make a great swing.
Some adjustments required for the Japanese attack, but no adjustments required for the Canadian block. They have been dialed in to start this match.
That's a good touch in the block. Japan have to have another go. But that time, it does hit the floor on a Derek. Gets it off the block. In fact, it wasn't. It was Ma got a touch on the way through. Nice. Ma with a bit of hang time.
What might be considered a worrying sign for Canada? We haven't even mentioned Eric Lepke yet.
Sorry, who name? Who, what, where, what?
Eric Lepke, Canadian player.
Yeah, he's
number 80.
Yeah, he's quietly gone about the business of being invisible. Nicely done by Japan. Sakita back to serve now. Strong rotations for Japan. Nice, good touch. Not made it. It's not made it, but there was a touch in the block.
The speed in transition from Japan is incredible. From one contact off what is a really great swing on the pipe by Ma to be able to get so quickly into a transition attack. Amazing stuff.
What a touch, but he can't bring it back towards Sakita. And Canada will have the point. Again being drawn off the net. Now, has that caught anyone? Demenyenko saying no. Lepke not saying anything. Japan not challenging. Canada leading by 5. Nice pass. Now there are all the options, and straight away they'll use the middle.
This is Yamauchi's best swing on this set. The longer quick. He can take this ball at a really good tempo and has some angles that he can work. And for Japan, they'll be pretty happy with this rotation. Temyanenko, her, and Lepke front row with their three front row attackers.
Oh! He's falling here onto his head. Watch this. Watch Yamauchi. He's like, I'm not looking, get out of the way. Doink.
He had the best view in the house of that shot from Arthur Schwartz.
Don't teach him for being so high, trying to get your hands out of the way.
Oh! Speaking of not being able to get out of the way.
The ref's just caught it in the schnoz. Oh, what is going on? That. Watch out, ref, watch out. Oh! Well, he's okay. Play, we are fit to carry on. The third ref not required for the moment. Well played, Canada just about scrambled that one. It's starting to heat up.
Japan have settled into a bit better rhythm, but the fast start from Canada, still the difference between these two sides.
Still light.
Nice pass. Lepke makes a good touch. And Ma has got it in the corner.
Precision from Ma, using a slightly check swing, doesn't go full. It's the thumb up crossbody play. Really hard to control that sometimes, but he slices it down the line.
Lepke gets it. Ma waiting. Oh, what a pickup. What a pickup. Takahashi. Oh, that was a joy to watch. The ball gets played in by Louis. He runs out of the way, exits stage left, as then the ensemble come and play this. Look at that, 1, 2, you had the wings coming. That was wonderful volleyball.
Really nice tempo and transition from Canada. Great ball control, first contact.
Chase for Sekita. Oh, yes. Where did he get that angle from, Nishida? The top draw.
As the lefty, it's a really tough angle to hit this ball to get that ball back inside. That's the look away almost as well. That's a filthy angle.
That's got beach written all over it. Solid start this for Canada. But they're giving free ball to Japan. 4 attacking options, all in motion. And Ran makes sure of it. The fans are absolutely loving this. They are just having an absolute ball, particularly when Ran and Takahashi Nishida do anything. Dominienko, big swing. Gets his levers working well.
59-6 for Team Canada.
See the second part of the double substitution. Fukatsu comes in, so now Miura front row. Fukatsu working from position 1.
Ooh, rotation error for Japan.
And they're saying that Fukatsu left too early. Wojciech Marashek down there on the floor with us tonight.
He's only just come on the court, hasn't he, Fukatsu? So he's got to be careful. He's supposed to be in that corner. He's not supposed to be in front of the outside hitter until the ball's been served. He's only about a meter away that time. Anything Nishida and Ishikawa do, and Ran, who's getting full treatment from the fans. Schwartz, good continuation, good use of the block. And then Ma with a lovely little roller, just to keep the crowd quiet for a moment.
Once again, Canada back out to a 7-point lead. Stephen Ma does a fantastic job of providing variation in his attack. Really good off-speed shot.
Oh, yes. Well, if Nishida's not on court, then Kento Miura is, and he's just as good with that left hand of his. Watch this. Carbon copy of Nishida's earlier on.
And just precision, even with a nice double block in front of him.
Right, Schwartz just easing in, keeping it steady, isn't he?
And this is what he brings as an opposite. He can set him a slower ball, but he's going to be able to attack that ball. He doesn't need speed to be his friend. Height works for him.
Great serve, good pass. Ooh, the windmill is gonna catch Canada out. Whoa.
I'm not sure Yamauchi will say that went exactly as planned, but he'll take the result anyway. Half of the double substitution out, so it'll be Miura serving with Nishida at the net.
Easy lead for Canada.
points. And on the Canadian side, Ishenko steps out and Brody Hofer will come in and handle the serving responsibilities for the next point.
Looking to give this a bit of a hoof. Good pass. Such a clever shot that from Nishida. They were in a little bit of bother really off of the pass.
Well, Sekito has had a fair bit of work to do. They haven't been really in control against the Canadian serve.
Great serve, lovely ball in though, nice up. Oh, it's not quite happening at the minute for Ishikawa. Canada aren't letting it happen, a 7-point lead.
Demyanenko shows great discipline in transition. He recognises that Sekita only really has a short distance ball to play, so he can stay in the middle of the court and make one choice.
And again, if you can recognise as well that that's not that high, he's not going to be able, that speed, he's not going to actually go across his body. I'm going to really commit here on that power line. But that takes some decision-making in such a minute amount of time.
And it's the situational awareness. If he sees early where the set of contact's going to take place. But what we're seeing now is Masato Kai entering through raptures from these fans.
And he's sending them crazy. Not quite. Well played, Schwartz. 21-14. The perfect start here for Canada. Japan are making a change. Kai goes out, and in comes Yamauchi to mooch his way back off again and sit down for a moment. Good serving. The serving pressure's been really good from Canada. That's not made it from Ran. Good block discipline as well from some of those men. And timeout called by Japan.
ないから剣にやったらもう行っちゃおうか。前だ後ろ関係なし。で剣とかオポがブロック打ったらライトが上げてるから。
Guys, the game number 7. If the ball is long, he will spike over him. So we need two guys taking care of this one. Okay? But if the ball is short, we have to control diagonal, and 5 have to go in the there. And if he's pushing, always pushing in the middle. So we have to control the middle. Okay? Allez, go.
Japan haven't had any answers for the Canadian attack, particularly Stephen Ma, sitting on 7 points currently, having had 10 attacks and scored 7 times. Eric Lepke to serve. It must be a free ball, double contacts already, and the recycle play from Schwartz. And once again, Stephen Ma finds a way. Double block, chips off the side. He has so much experience. He has so many solutions at his disposal. He can work angles, he can work off the top. We've seen twice the cross-body swing.
It's a silent bolus, isn't it, for Ma? Look at that, 150 points. That's good going. Now, this is where Nishida's got to try and make something happen here. Crowds making some noise. Oh, we've got ourselves a free ball. Nishida gets the hands. 1 break point back. I think they might have left it a little too late, though, to try and get the remainder back. They just caught Demyanenko, didn't they? Nishida again. Just takes all the heat out of that. Ma won't. But he doesn't find the court. 2 in a row. They're looking for a block touch. Is there an admission coming? No, and Nishida's saying, no, he was miles out as well. There isn't a touch.
While we're waiting to find out the official decision, that would be Stephen Ma's first error on his 11 attacks so far.
It's funny, you wouldn't. He's gone up against Sakita. Oh, do you know what? Sakita's like, yeah. I wonder whether that touched him. Oh, no, probably didn't. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. More trouble here for Canada. Ma, 3 blockers. Are they going to challenge again? No, they will not.
That one sailing well over the top of the block. They will not challenge, but they will take a timeout.
It's interesting, he's trying to go over on Adero. Just go a bit wider, nice and high. Just keep it simple. Get Sakita out of the block if you can, and then work it.
Use your spike in high hands, okay? Patience, guys, and good solution in attack with cover, okay? Okay, ready everybody to help on second touch. Go!
1, 2, 10!
A couple of heat check swings from Stephen Ma. He's been on fire to start the game. Now just seeing where the edges are. But for Japan, don't be happy that they can probably end this set feeling a little bit more positive. They got jumped at the start. They managed to at least minimize some of the damage here at the end.
No, they're not going to. This is great. Canada still can't get off this Nishida serve. Nishida is coming. Japan are on the comeback trail. Canada make a change. Ma goes to the bench, and they brought Hogue on. But will it be Hogue? Can they get the point they need? Oh no, Demienko's had to pass it. And that is on the side of Japan. This is an unbelievable serving run. This is some effort, isn't it, from
the composure and the technical execution. And taking the responsibility. So I'm going to go back and make the best effort from my action.
Now Canada are in with an absolute chance, but Hogue only a recycle, and then he does it straight off the bench. It's not bad going there. Set point Canada.
When teams have a smaller blocker and they like to play the position 6 defender, what we call over the top, so pretending or moving to work on their side of the court, that it does open up that cross-cut angle where Nick Hogue went, which normally has the defender in position 6.
Better pass. Good up. Demienko too far away from Lepke though. But now Canada 3 opportunities to take the set.
Good help by Nick Hogue. Demienko unable to get his hands far away enough from his body to take the pace off.
Hogue for the set. Oh, yes. It goes a bit quiet because Canada have taken the opening set.
They've come out, switched on, ready to go. The game prep for the blocking plan. Really good at the start and some fantastic strong serving from Canada. Sekita had to run around a lot. They were not playing in situations where they could use first tempo so often.
And good morning, everyone. We're getting tomorrow, June 19, still here at the Volleyball Nations Arena in Pasay City, Philippines. 3 p.m. Germany versus France, and at 7 p.m. it will be Iran versus USA.
despite ending the set on the bench, Stephen Ma was the top scorer with 8 points. And the Canadian block, 3 blocks, but they didn't score an ace. They had really good serving pressure, though. They forced a lot of negative or exclamation receptions, which are not good, but not bad.
I like that, exclamation receptions.
It's sort of a medium. It's not really good, but it's not terrible. So the outer zone is an area where we rarely see this amount of reception from Japan, not being in the inner 2 rings. Whereas for Canada, 80% of the ball, Luke Herr in a really good position to run his offense from.
One X bet, win probability predictor. Oh, Japan. Japan favourites after that first set because of the comeback.
Well, just because where they started from.
Okay. 25-21 Canada says different.
Well, they started 0-0, and then after the set, Canada gets a little bit more in their favour.
Let's have a look at the highlights then from the match so far.
Lepke with the single point in the first set, only got set twice, more or less having to do the job on reception. Split pretty evenly between him and Justin Louis. But the Canadian efficiency on attack. 61% of their attacks resulted in a point, and only 2 errors, both from Ma. Whereas for Japan, it was Yuji Nishida with 6 points. He also had a pretty efficient first set. 5 of his 7 attacks resulting in points with 0 errors.
Set 2 about to get underway. No changes for Canada. Ma gets a reprieve. He's back in for set 2. Japan with the serve. Nice dig. Oh, that might have been going out, but Sekita jumped to play it.
The first good recycle from Ishikawa was really under control, but the second one, he's looking to score. So his teammates should recognise the situation of, we've got one under control, we've gone back to him again, he's probably going to be aggressive on that next ball.
Oh, yes. What a shot. Oh, Ma, calm down. You'll get a card. No need for that. Ref's going to have a little word when he can get his attention. You can see he's looking at Ma out of your pictures like, what are you doing? What's all that for? Watch. Oh, you don't see Ma. Just pull the net down. Good swing, Nishida, though. Right into the long diagonal. Oh! Nothing wrong with that. He's right on the top of it, hasn't he? Little wrist net.
Yeah, it looks bad because he does a windmill swing and he just lets his hand drift over the top of the ball and pop it down. He's not taking the ball behind his head. Always looks worse in slow motion.
Demenyenko. Big gap in the block. Japan get the point. You won't be able to hear that. I think there's a few Nishida fans sat next to us. Good pass, Mark. Well played. There's so much of the passing now is the player taking the energy out of it, is to and then using that to move on to attack. That time though, Japan couldn't. Good up, Letke. Schwartz, spicy one from him cross court.
He's been a really reliable outlet for their offense. Anytime they get a little bit rushed or shifted in a direction where they can't play with first tempo, Schwartz gets the ball. He's been working well. And gets his opportunity to serve. And serve he does. That is an ace serve.
Look at this, 4-2 Canada with a break point.
Not looking particularly comfortable there, Philippe Byrne. And she does start it strongly, but not a lot from Run or Ishikawa so far.
That's funny as well, even Letke's still having a quiet game in that department. He's doing what he needs to do, passing, defending. Has he had a swing? Swing from Letke?
He's had two, scored on one of them.
Okay, there you go. That's his third, and it's a big point for Canada.
It's similar to what you were talking about before about players wanting to have their momentum. So this time it's a hand reception, but for so many pipe hitters now, it's not a shuffle and get ready. It's you're straight into your next approach step. And guys, you can still hit that ball really aggressively.
Good lead, nice early lead. Takahashi organising the passing with it. Wow. That might tell you. I think Nishida's got the ball. Ooh, clever. Letke. Just a continuation from him. Now put away. Onodera on a plate from Sakita.
Lovely find. Onodera knows exactly the space he wants to get. It's a really flat ball out of their hands. Pirsashenko takes out the big part of the court, but Onodera goes to his high point.
The Suntory Sunbird flying. That's from Mark. Good finish from Letke.
A choice by Hare to keep Onodera off balance. He wants to come back to the middle because they've been setting Schwartz so much in this situation. So the first move, he never quite gets back to where he wants to with momentum to turn that into a big jump.
Perfect pass. Nishida. And Schwartz and Co cannot deal with it. It was a Shenko down that line, but he couldn't guide it back into court. Oh, he's backed off it a little bit, and he's like, ooh.
Weight in his heels, needs to keep his posture. Japan would be happy with the start in this set than the last one. Just a 2-point margin. They'll be looking for some more production from Ishikawa and Run.
Oh, well played. Oh, it's been given as a two-touch here. Oh, a catch ball. Oh, no. Oh, Salvo's unhappy, and I don't blame him, really. Let's have a look. Where's the catch ball? Who did it? That's okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. And nothing wrong with that. Oh, wow. Because that was a flick of the hand.
It was closed hand. It was
exactly.
A fist.
So you can't catch it.
You can. It's just very, very hard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, subjective decisions, we love them because it's referee's made it, and that's that. Ishikawa. No, good cover. Onodera. Nishida. Still going. Still going. Oh, yes! Back to the 80s.
I'd say that they're celebrating, but we've had about 3 rows of fans jump to their feet in celebration of that one.
Really good reactions, and then, yep, that'll do. Ma did it in the first set. Ishikawa does it in this one. Lovely ball in. Demyanenko makes sure of that. Canada level it all up. We're 8 apiece.
Wonderful angle by Demyanenko. Sells the approach to one, cuts back to the middle of the court.
Chance here for Canada. Oh, yes. What a swing from Ma.
He knew that was in, and I hope he knows how good that swing was. He is running to his left.
Let's just remind everyone of how good it is.
Oh. Yeah, that good. That he is running away from the ball and still gets that last step to drive and snap back with power.
Whoa, what a pickup. Ishikawa had to delay that, couldn't get a full swing. And then Schwartz does the business.
Doing what he needs to do. He knows that any time it's a real rush that they can't play with width, it's going to be a high ball. Fantastic defensive control by Yamamoto. Schwartz, high ball, doesn't try and do too much. High deep swing, point Canada, 2-point lead, Demyanenko to serve.
Yeah, so this is where, I mean, you can't teach height, but it's really helpful for Japan with the size of their middle blockers. They can really match up well with their opposition.
And it does look like the blocking tactic from Canada in a lot of these situations, just take the front, to take out the middle of the court for the Japanese middles, but they've been having good success working the ball past the block.
Oh, that's got Schwartz, who's trying to say it didn't touch him. They hit him on the back. What a block this is by Japan. Yep, off the hip. Great block from Ran.
Canada up 12-11, and Ma attacks the high seam. He knows he can step onto that ball and just be high enough, and the Japanese block will be covering that middle part of the court and no defenders.
Oh, has he caught the block? He has. Caught Biavashenko. Again, it's the speed. Look at the speed. Vashenko's waiting, but all he can do is go spread block instead of just take an angle, make a decision one way or the other. Good save from Ma. Japan 3 front row attackers, and the pipe, and the point, and we have got a game on here.
It's the recognition from Sekita that the Canadian blockers are releasing early. They're not staying around to help. They're worried about Japan's speed to the edges, which allows them to be one-on-one through the middle of the court.
Well, that's a miss. And now Japan are up by 2. Timeout called by Canada.
Guys, speed of the game, speed of the game. R2, where do you hit the ball? And they score, guys. We don't start to open the hands and serves the attacks. We stay disciplined in our block and defense. Main thing is our side out. Different serves, Be cool there, okay? Then when the ball is off the net, we need to block better. No fly out there. Be straight, okay?
14-12, 2-point lead for Team Japan here in set number 2.
Almost oddly subdued by Thomas Samuel there, asking his team to be cool.
Well, it's important, isn't it? I mean, you don't want to get lost in the moment. The crowd are clearly not in Canada's favour for the most part, so you've got to focus on what you need to do, just stay calm, and it helps with the coaches as well. Because that's what they can do. The passing, once the passing's in, really Japan haven't got much of an answer.
In perfect situations, particularly with Ashenko, he's a really good athlete. He can go high. Big shift on block from Japan there, prioritising the front row with Schwartz back.
Nishida goes back to the serving line. The noise level ramps up.
I know he won't do it, but it'd be great for him at one point to do the Hulk Hogan hand behind the ear wave.
That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? It's like, come on, make me some more noise and I'll really give you a serve. Good set. That was a wonderful set from Sekita.
Demyanenko is a very experienced player and a really fast middle blocker. He's not a really big guy, and he sometimes gets caught in these situations where he relies on his speed too much to be able to close.
I don't think Lepke helped very much, did he? Because he pretty much blocked the antenna. Clever serve, ace! Serve Japan!
This is what Thomas Summerville was talking about in the last time out. There will be variation on serve, to be cool on these receptions. Just keep the ball in a position where Luke Herr can run the offense. And that lead has shrunk to 3.
Oh yes, Demyanenko tried to get involved. 17-14 for Japan. Make that 18-14 now. Canada call timeout.
Okay, listen. You receive this ball. These here are for our receivers. Stay, okay. Stop, we keep these balls, we attack, okay. Stay there, then we push with serve. Remember where we have to serve, okay? Or we go hard or we go know our targets, okay? Let's go. Come on, right.
1, 2.
It's not the first time that Danny Demyanenko has got involved on the reception. It's important for him to get to his position either really early for where he wants to attack the ball, or that he stays until the reception and then he can move into his attack position. At the moment, getting caught, taking a step in, putting his body in the way.
It's another one that only just creeps over. Tough one for Lepke. Good save by Japan, but unfortunately Ishikawa has not found any fingers. He thinks he has. I tell you what though, if that is a touch, that'll be a massive wasted opportunity by Canada. Oh, Demyanenko, you needed to have said that, because that could have been played. I mean, it's one of the few, but it's one where where if you've made that touch, knowing that you need to let the boys know, because that could have been brought back into play.
Especially with the challenge system in place, you know you're going to get caught out.
I mean, that's been left because it wasn't seen, but it was an easy one to get onto. Good pass. Well recycled. Oh, now Demyanenko dispatches that one.
With Schwartz back row, Japan is sending their block all the way from the middle of the court. Ishikawa there stays in the middle of the court, but he's not a middle, so you know that he's going to have a different timing and he's not going to want to commit on anything. So if you go high seam against him in those situations, you have an advantage as an attacker.
Nowhere to go. Canada back to within 3. Good save. Oh, a little bit of confusion. Soon dealt with though. Ishikawa finds the fingers of Schwartz, who's rubbing them because they're a bit stingy.
Snap on the little finger, that one's going to sting.
Ow.
We see Kento Miura coming in for Sekita as the blocking sub. And Madera to serve.
For a sit down. Japan in a good place here, 3 points in front, given the way that this game's gone. Liking this new kit, so I hadn't noticed this one before. It's a nice little design with the elements down the right to left side. Not going to make it. Ishikawa with the point.
Well, you feel like maybe the coaching staff could offer a bit more contrast. They've gone with the black polo today. I know you want to see them in the light blue number.
The coaching staff's kit for the Japanese women's team is off the charts good. That is off the charts good from Schwartz, who's gone over the top of Ishikawa.
Lovely turn by Schwartz. Big thumb down. The technical term is thumb down douche.
Yeah, that was indeed that.
There are some Canadian fans, even if they're wearing Japanese t-shirts behind it. Brody Hofer now in the game to serve.
Nice work from Ishikawa. Hofer trying to get to it. Oh, that's a catch ball. That didn't go into the block, did it? Mind you, you say that from the angle we could see. You can just see the hand move forward. You can't see where the gap came from. And given that it was right under the referee's nose, he would have called it if he saw it. Good serve. Clever play from Mark. Can have another go and get it done. Didn't panic. Give his team another opportunity to have a swing.
Lemke makes the choice to not rush him. They've played enough volleyball together in this season with Monza that they'll know, I want that ball higher, just let me go to work there.
Lovely pass. And this time they find the middle.
It's a good illustration of why teams want to play fast. Nashenko trying to stay in the middle because he needs to be able to get out to Nishida. And Hare can't stay and help too long because he knows that it's going to be Takahashi over the top if he commits too much. Masato Kai now comes in. Japan cruising with a 23-19 lead.
Japan with another point. Oh, sorry, Canada with another point. That would get it right.
Just out of frame. Alexander Kaczynski being waved away for a block on sub, and a massive foot fault by Stephen Maher.
Oh dear.
Maybe he was a little bit distracted because that is a huge error from a player of his quality. Nishida to serve for the set for Japan.
Oh, has he got it in? Has he got it a touch? Either there's going to be a challenge. No, they don't dare touch it. He's not admitting to it.
There are some people pointing.
He's kind of isn't
in
he?
the Canadian direction.
Yeah. Well, we'll go and have a look then. Is the set over? Are we 1-1?
Well, if it was a touch by Onodera, then this set becomes mission impossible for Canada to win.
Who got the last touch? Well, I can't really be a tricky one. You've got to find the right angle to see, because that's being volleyed over, whether Letke was still in contact with it after Onodera. Did Onodera even get a touch? When did he touch it?
Why did he touch it?
Yeah, when, if he did, why didn't he say he just did? All this and more will be answered very shortly once we get to see the challenge decision.
Well, there's contact between the hands.
There is no touch though, just a slap, just a high five as the ball goes wide. Japan take the set. We are 1-1. Very much game on now here, and we're guaranteed at least 2 more sets.
All right, time to raise your hands, make some noise.
So that was the last play, wasn't it? It was off the block, but the last touch was Letke's.
Creating an entertainment culture that stimulates your senses from Osaka to the world. Presenting you limited edition goodies to support cheering the teams.
Well, we'll have a slightly extended
Keep the spirit continuing on.
break in between the sets because we will be hearing from Eric Tipan, who's going to be having a chat to both the coaches. He's down there ready and waiting. These are the stats so far. It's been a very close, very exciting game. This is the serve placement then from Canada.
They started out with really good aggression on their serve, looked a little bit more conservative in this second set. As a result, the Japanese side-out scoring improved, whereas Japan being able to work strong in the middle of the court and got improved returns from Ran and from Yuki Ishikawa.
Well, that's the 1xBet win probability. Japan have edged up a little bit further. Now, let's head down to the court. Eric Tipan is waiting patiently along with Philippe Blaine. Let's see what they have to say.
All right, thank you very much, Clayton. Coach Philippe, you lost the first set by 4, but you bounced back and won the second set by 5. What did you like about your performance in the second set?
What you like performance? The first set we have many difficulties with side out, with high ball, and it was the main problem as well. If at the end of the set we come back with a score, but second set we improve a little bit, but still we have to find solution when you play high ball or when you play against 2-man block. So this is the new challenge, winning these rounds.
Thank you very much for your time. Good luck. Clayton,
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Eric. Yes, indeed, it is that challenge, isn't it, about dealing with that high ball solution on both sides. Japan. I think there must be a heart somewhere going on. There's not quite in the picture for that last lady. There you go. We all love Japan. We all love volleyball, don't we? That's the main thing. That's why we're here. whether it's a player, a team. And what we do love is just great plays, don't we?
And as exciting as it is that the finals for VNL are happening very, very soon, it's almost that little bit sad that we're not going to get to watch so many great games day after day after day.
Yes, those of you watching on VVTV, absolutely spoiled for choice, that's for sure. Because you can watch this, and then in a few days we have the women's finals will be on. But let's head down to the court because Eric is waiting to have a chat with Thomas Samalvu. Over to you, Eric.
Coach Thomas, second set, you lost by 5. What are the things you have to fix going to set number 3?
First, we have to fix our blocking because Japan pushes, uses the timing very well. They are very skilled team on that. Be patient, they be technically very well. First set they hit hard. Now they came back to their a little bit different source. And then the motor of the game is side out, side out. Medium serves, pass them well. Be all the time ready for different serves. When the serve is tough, we keep the ball, and then the second touch to put it well that we can spike the high ball after not good reception.
Thank you very much for your time, Coach.
And have patience, not to get nervous because rallies will be long with this team. Be patient there.
Good luck in the third set. Clayton?
Good man, yes, and patience indeed. We had a bit of patience there because he still had more to say. Excellent, and he's been that's some of pretty much how he's been. This match has been super cool.
He really has been. He understands his players know what they need to do, and it's about him directing their attention. He has a group where he's not needing to really get them fired up too much, that they work at a really good level. So good to see that Tom Samalvu is willing to give his time to us and provide us with really clear answers about what he wants his team to get better at. Opens the scoring for Japan in the third set with another lovely cross-court swing. Finds exactly the edge of the block in the deep corner. Onodera cannot capitalize, sends his serve just long.
One's across the board.
Clayton just doing his favourite David Shepherd impersonation.
Yeah, that'd be an obscure one for those of you that don't follow cricket. But anyway, we'll move.
That's an obscure one for everyone, I think, Clayton. Yes. It took me a couple of seconds to get it.
Demenyenko back to the serving line. Canada up 2-1. Oh yes, they're just once they're in the place and it's just right. There's no holds barred, is it? I'm going for it.
Ishikawa knows exactly what he wants to do with this ball. He's not trying to go into the court. He's just trying to swing deep and find the soft part of the block or the inside edge of the hand and arm.
That did go exactly as it needed to. Ma with a quick swing then before Onodera can get a finish.
And it's his last step to get inside and find that extra speed with his movement to the ball.
Yellowchi, who's just created a bit of space. Oh, good dig. Great finish, Lepke.
It'll be out of frame, but as soon as Schwartz made that touch, Brett Walsh, his hand was up ready to celebrate. He knew good things were happening after that contact.
Schwartz. It's after Takahashi, Ishikawa rather, and now Mark stays on his own side. Schwartz, he's a foot faulted. Unfortunately, too close. to the 3-meter line.
Ishikawa sends that one long.
Ma to serve. Ran bringing some heat.
The call from Sekita to run the 7, the long, quick. And Shenko stays in the middle, even with the ball off the net. He doesn't want to get beaten on the edges. The tempo from Sekita to run.
It's a tough one for Ma to deal with. Nice bit of cover. What a wonderful block from Japan.
Both Takahashi and Onodera only had one place they needed to go, so they could get their timing really nicely on this set. There was no pipe, there was no first tempo. Lepke on the floor. Lovely rhythm on the block.
Nice block touch by Japan. They can recycle, they can try and transition, and they do, and they have the point, and now they have the lead.
Pashenko under the time pressure with 4 Japanese attackers in 4 channels. He has to be able to cover the whole court. And the result ends up not being able to fully commit to his choice.
Lovely cover from Rand. He's out of the action though. Nishida isn't. And now Japan trying to find an opportunity. Well, it's Canada through Ma. Good touches. Or not. And now the challenge and the admission from Rand. And so should have a green card. Oh, yes! Yes, we get our first green card. I think we should have had a couple more already. Dink, off the fingers. Fabulous to think, isn't it, that you've got Takahashi Rand, you've got Eric Lepke, Stephen Ma, and Arthur Schwartz all played together last season in Minville Volley Monza, had an epic season. I think they finished 7th in the league and then went through to the final of the playoffs. And now they're playing against each other here. Well, great friends off the court, but great rivals on it. Nice work, Lepke.
Once more, the Japanese defense trying to play behind Sekita and leaving half the court for Yamamoto to defend by himself. The Canadian hitters find that spot in the middle of the court.
Good serve, ace serve. Look here.
Pere's not a player that gets spoken about a lot, but he has been really stable and made some really consistent choices for Canada with his setting and adds this part to his game. Has a very strong serve.
Another good serve. Sided out by Nishida.
Nishida, Ran and Ishikawa all now in double figures, 10 points apiece.
Not quite made it. A bit of trouble here for Japan. Oh. And then they just get out of it, just like that. Reed, no chance.
Such a casual looking swing. It's certainly not casual, but the approach, Ishikawa's never troubled. He knows exactly where he wants to go, in total control of his action. And we've taken a trip over the bridge to Brooklyn.
9-9. Not made it. Bit of a rash swing. Oh, he's given a touch. Oh, well, they're going to have to challenge that now then. Okay, so now the ref's changed his mind to out. Miles getting quite vociferous, but interestingly, look, Japan not questioning it, which is good. So that absolute honesty from Canada.
And deserved applause from the crowd. They understand that we've got to the right point without anyone making a fuss about it.
This is one for Team Canada, 11-10.
Will stay in play. Free ball Canada. Hare gets in. Ma. Ishikawa. Oh, Louis, what a touch! So too Sakita. Canada coming in. Ma makes sure.
Well, Ma finishes the point, but Lepke does a phenomenal job of knowing where his feet are in relation to the line and still swing strong to create that scramble. And Canada adds to their advantage. Ma the beneficiary.
Sakita off and running. Nishida off the mark, but off the pace with that one.
He came into the ball and then tried to do something extra with his arm to make a different angle. So he had to wait and adjust. Wasn't there in the rhythm he wanted to be.
Good art by Schwartz. Clever, sensible play from Mark. Now Lepke can have a go, and he finds the hands. This is great for Canada. They lead 14-10, and Japan have to call timeout.
As we head on to this timeout.
I saw this does not simple what I will say, but we are in difficulty when you play high ball. So if you can take a little bit of risk for everyone moving, you take the time to give a good reception, so we can use one quick, we can use something else. No, we are just playing outside. Okay, nice. Take the time to step. Allez, go.
We might have fallen into the trap that the Japanese team have. Yeah.
Ow. Sorry.
That the Japanese offense has become, in three ways, one-dimensional. That they're just looking for the attackers on the edges. They're not going back to the middle of the court. They're not thinking about the pipe so much anymore.
Things to be done then for Japan. Oh, yes, lovely dig. And still the rally continues. But Nishida's off balance with that swing, trying to make something happen. And it's Canada with another break point.
It's a similar ball to what they tried to run with Ishikawa before. It's the fast one in transition after this wonderful dig by Justin Louis. But as the left-hander, he needs to get that step onto the ball. He's leaning back a little to try and make the angle. He can never get down to the court. The change for Japan with Fukatsu coming in to replace Sekita. And now with Schwartz back row for Canada, the Japanese block will be solely focused on Ashenko and Ma.
Oh, well played. What a lovely set. Luke Hare.
He's not a setter whose name comes up in discussions amongst the best in the world, but at this level, Luke Hare does a really good job.
That's a good pass in the circumstances, but a great block from Canada, tripling up. 17-11, this is great for Canada. Ishida had kind of got in and then was stood watching. Tough though, because you're coming in to have a swing. You're not going to run back out again to play cover.
Ma gets the feet right this time, but doesn't get the trajectory right, missing the baseline long. It's very hard when you're on that approach, particularly with Nishida, who likes to really arrive fast at the contact point to slow down and get into that next movement. Yamauchi returns the service error favor. This time just missing the sideline. Ashenko out, Hofer in.
Hofer. Oh, he's got an ace!
Lovely angle, a little bit of movement and puts it in the seam. Timeout Japan.
That was for 19-12 in favor of Canada.
Allez, we have to stay inside. You have to find solutions for the neck. Huh? Moving on. Allez, come on. I have not miracle solution, but allez, here we go. Hey, yo.
It's all about finding those solutions, isn't it, really? There's no fixed way, there's no one way. You can't be a one-dimensional player. Just won't make it.
It's having different tools in the toolkit to go to in different parts of the game. With reception, attack, service.
Good service, that's gonna stay in play. Oh, Nishida! Wow, Nishida has just lit up this arena with this play. They're in trouble, they've got no chance. I'll tell you what, I'll set it from the corner of the court. Take that to Spike Town.
And the lefty stepping inside the court, looking up to find the ball, still swinging strong.
Good leave by Ma.
If he'd scored an ace on that serve, this place would have erupted. Canada have gotten it right today, though. They've gotten it very right. Another big lead.
Hare. That's what Japan do in a nutshell, given the opportunity. And that's why it's important, isn't it? From Sekita's perspective, to get this ball wide like that, to get it out there so that you've got options. You can still take the angle if it's there, but you can also manipulate that ball where you want to. You're in control. Lovely work, Yemenyenko to set Ma free, and Hare puts it on a plate for him.
The only thing that Stephen Ma had to manipulate on this swing was maybe the time-space continuum.
Kentaro couldn't get anywhere near it. That's going to be over the top. Oh, That was a wonderful set by Fukatsu. He was in all trying to get round the middle blocker.
Kentaro had a moment where he was thinking that he was going to set this ball. And once more, Ishikawa, when he has this time to work and he has a good feeling where the block is, his hand control is so good.
Well played, Lepke. Going from strength to strength at the moment at Canada.
It's a lovely approach from Lepke. Even though he's receiving the ball on the right-hand side of the court, doesn't take any wasted movements, gets his way around to run the pipe. And Nick Hogue has entered the game to serve in place of Danny Demyanenko. Similar haircuts, those two.
Great touch, saved by Ma. Now they've got a real swing chance. Oh, it goes middle! I didn't think Ishenko was one of them. I don't think Japan did either.
By the look on his face, I'm not sure Ishenko was totally convinced he was getting that ball either.
No. Magnificent. That shows where they're at right now, doesn't it?
They're in a great state of rhythm together.
Nishida doesn't find hands, doesn't find the court, and Canada find themselves set point.
Set point for Team Canada. On the captain, Nicholas Howard.
Oh, ace serve from Hogue. And Canada take the set 25-15 and lead by 2-1. The patience, the calmness of Thomas Sumalville is being echoed throughout this team. That was a phenomenal performance.
And more concerningly for Japan, this is probably one of the most erratic performances we've seen from them. They're usually super consistent. They're always in the game. That's 2 sets today where they've looked like they haven't really been at the same speed of Canada.
This is what you want from your captain, isn't it? Just come up. Yeah, I think I'll just drop one short for the lads and we'll get to move on now. Let's go to the next set. Special group, this Canada group. I think the players who've been together now for quite a while, haven't they?
They've got a nice group of experience. They've had some development on the right-hand side. They've got some flexibility in their lineup with how they can use things. They've got some really good subs. And for Canada, a pretty complete performance. Only 1 point to the good in attack. Only 1 error splitting the teams, but service and block.
That kind of says a lot, doesn't it, in terms of the serving pressure from Canada. That Japan have been to the middle once.
Well, there was the timeout from Philippe Blanc to remind them, we can't just play on the edges. We are not playing at the level we can.
So they hit 1 ball in the middle. Mind you, look at that, Canada only 2. I think that's probably just 2 swings look in the middle. Ishenko getting one of them right at a key moment. So there has been serving pressure from Japan, but Canada have dealt with it better. And our 1xBet friends now think Japan's probability is a bit lower, but they still think Japan are going to win. I don't think so. Or maybe it's magic ends.
We will find out very soon.
We really will. Here's the highlights from the set so far.
And maybe Japan only wants to play the even-numbered sets today. Which doesn't bode well if they go to 5.
No, it really doesn't. Think of another way, another strategy.
Change in the Canadian lineup. Kentaro gets the start. Sekita returns. And Yamauchi will man the other middle position. And no surprises to the other 3 spots on the floor.
Work to be done for Japan. Set 4 underway. Nice touch. Free ball though for Canada this time. 3 front court attackers. And Leckie turns that wonderfully into the corner.
He started out the game very quietly. They're not using him a huge amount from position 4, but he's scoring on the pipe, he's scoring on right side. He's just accumulating points, and that's why he's such a good player, is he doesn't need to dominate to be effective.
Top save, and not going under the net. Wonderful. Good aggressive swing. It'll be Ishikawa back to the serving line. Put Ma under pressure. Schwartz looking to relieve that pressure, but Ishikawa has other ideas. Now Ran. Well up, Louis. Watch that well. Ma. There's always an option for Canada. Demyanenko now to serve. Again, no middle can come for Japan. That's too tight. Schwartz doesn't profit from it. Nishida might, and he does. It just wipes Ma, who's left staring through the net at him as if to say, oh, how have you done that?
Well, it's twice in a row the right side attack against the Ma block has worked the block. In almost exactly the same spot.
They are going after Ma with everything they got at the moment. Poroshenko gets the side out.
His 8th point. Moving well in attack. 8 swings for 4 points. 5 points, sorry, and 3 blocks.
What a set.
There's some hands on heads from the Canadian players, but a very similar action to what we saw from Stephen Ma early on. Oh, that's a beautiful one-handed set, and Kentaro finds the floor.
That's Ma. It's one of his favourite shots, and he's so good at it.
Kentaro did the thing that Middle's doing. Oh, it's so close. He might have felt like he was close, but there's many a Middle who's seen Stephen Ma hit that ball past him on that angle.
Ace from Ma. He might be getting tooled at the net, but he's making up for it from the serving line. Look at this. 160 points now in the VNL for Stephen Ma.
Felt like only a few minutes ago he was at 150, ticking along nicely.
He certainly is. And the block is working. Ran with nowhere to go. And now a 2.3-point lead for Canada. This is worrying for Blaine. serve, Ma! With a lot of help from the net. I mean, a lot of help.
Almost all the help.
Yes.
He just got it there and the net did the rest. Got to take the risk. Serve aggressive flat ball over the net.
Lovely. Great pass in off that serve, and they can run the middle, Japan.
That's a really tough decision for Piasechenko. He doesn't want to fully commit to going out to the antenna because then he leaves the pipe or the long ball to the right side open.
Well, sometimes you just got to play what's in front of you, haven't you?
You can take the risk that you can force the setter to make a really difficult set, but with Sekita, his consistency out of his hands is so good, you have to respect that he can go to multiple places wherever he is on the court.
Piasechenko. Lovely. Well, Ishikawa's jumped, the blocks jump. Ishikawa stayed in the air, the blocks come down, and then he's had his swing.
There's not many weak blockers in the Canadian side, but this is probably the weakest pairing of her and Demyanenko together on a fast ball to be able to attack the seam against those two.
Nice touch, what a dig. And it's bye-bye, baby. As that one is off the block and away. What a swing, Nishida.
Bay City Rollers?
A bit, actually, yeah. No, it was Nishida. Good solution. Those are the, we should just call them the frustrators.
They are frustrating on the block and defense side, but it's really good composure. Lepke went heavy on the last ball, was defended.
Oh, it's still in play. Somehow Lepke gets a hand on it. Nishida's having a little bit of a run here now. And Japan are trying to get back in. They're 2 behind.
They're hanging around. Just need to find 1 or 2 more opportunities where they can play first tempo pipe, and then the Canadian block will really start to open up. They can capitalize on the outside.
That's not going to make it. 1 inning. Schwartz. Serve. Oh, it's amazing. He's come from the baseline.
But he doesn't lose his balance when he gets to the last step is the most impressive part. He's in control the whole way through and doesn't try and work the middle. Tries to work the third block and create some disruption off the block. Even if it goes over on the other side, it's a tough angle to defend.
Ace serve! Ishikawa! It's all square at 10 apiece. And another one! And now Japan lead is deafening here. Canada have to call the timeout. What a great comeback by Japan.
Heat of the game. We stay, okay, we stay there. Still, with their position 4, we are still too far, guys. We are still too far blocking. You did a great job. Remember to stop the block, okay? On float next time, you can pull with Manny this because they're set there.
Okay.
And we can run around right. Okay, to change a little bit.
Okay, very good.
Reception, every different serves, okay? Stay in the game. Okay.
Here we go, here we go. Okay.
Soothing finish inflected tones. Thomas Somerville. About stay in the game, be ready to fight on these hard balls, these hard serves.
That is incredible. Oh, what a set! No, referee! Oh, no! What a party pooper!
It didn't look beautiful, but I'm not sure it was illegal.
Well, the ref said it was, so unlucky, everyone. But that would have been so nice just to leave it. Look, it's... Okay, no, it's right. He set that for the pipe. Oh, my days, that's amazing. Well, maybe a little bit of justice for the Japanese fans, as that one doesn't trouble anybody.
To quote the great Derek Coleman and Rasheed Wallace, ball don't lie.
Good cover, bit of a scramble now. Oh, it's not quite quick enough, what a shame. Japan up by 2. Oh, it's not popcorn again, I can smell. It is Osank, I'm sure of it. The sweet smell of 5 is wafting our way, and maybe yours too here, as Japan are in the ascendancy in this must-win set for them.
Slightly deflating service error. Canada leading to a 1-point deficit. Because Japan have found their groove, they've found their energy. They're getting the ball now in the middle of the court and making those defensive actions with better quality than they were before.
Japan by 2. Lovely pass in, Lepke. And it's a net touch against Japan. Sakita's looking at the ref to go, me? It wasn't. No, it wasn't you.
It was Kentaro.
Indeed it was.
Might have even got it on the first move.
Great lead from Ishikawa. Brown with the serve. Oh no, he wanted to go short, but not that short.
Ball got just a little bit too far in front of him where the contact was never going to get the carry over the net.
Lashenko ready to serve now. That's not going to make it. Catching a thermal. Canada trying to get back into this set, trying to close it out for a 3-1. Japan winning this arm wrestle at the moment. Side out achieved, but it's break points they need. They go into a strong rotation for the next 3 with Hare back to serve.
Good pressure to work the ball on the block switch. So Japan trying to hide Sekita on the block.
They read that one a mile off. We're all square. Whoop.
So if you wanted to know what a very close-up look of Eric Lefty's head was, that was it. So if you enjoyed it.
Look at that, they had no intention of going middle. They all just trebled up on the pipe. And now it's Japan moving into a series of strong rotations. Sakita serve, hey, Sakita! A little bit of extra movement on that one as it got to Ma.
Rotation 1 for Canada. Trying to keep the ball away from Lepke.
Very quick from Demyanenko.
That's what he offers best as a middle. His speed, he can be really dynamic.
Excellent ball in. And the roundhouse will do it. Louis cannot believe he's not kept that in play.
He was probably expecting the sharper angle. Probably would have carried through the Lepke as well. The last time we were here, Ishikawa to serve, we had back-to-back aces.
That's a very good serve. Ma against 3 blockers. And he doesn't catch them, and he doesn't find the court. Japan now lead by 3. Timeout, Canada.
Guys, there's one word for this game, that is patience. Patience. Okay. Means good second touch. Hit high, then we play block defense. Same with serve is okay. We are playing good block and defense. Remember the zones where we serve and who pushes, who makes them play, okay. This side out, fight together. Everybody ready for second touch, okay.
1, 2, yeah.
Thomas Samovo is quite an intense guy. He loves the game, he loves his job, he loves working with his team. And at the moment, his ability to manage his emotion and to give his team what they need is really impressive.
And the top serve, Ishikawa. Oh, Mars knocked him over from that far off. That's 6, and he couldn't get out of the way of it. What a swing.
I know they look equal size, but Stephen Ma's right arm is much heavier than the left, I get the feeling. And he put some weight on that ball.
Now Hoag's come on to serve. Can he match what he did in the last set? It's a great touch here for Canada. Lepke thinks about going over on 2. Ma! What a shot!
Ashenko makes the right choice this time on that +4 ball, gets the right touch and allows Ma to have control.
Oh, Nishida. Keep your hands up and block. That was a gift. This time, Yamauchi finds a way through.
Canada have 2 more rotations with Ma front row. I want to make the most of that while he's there and not get into the end of the set without him.
Ooh, trouble. Free ball, Japan. Rui makes a good touch. another free ball for Japan. That one almost hitting the jumbotron. Nishida's looking for a touch, and Ma's admitted to it, but there's trouble here. Ishenko is down. Oh, goodness, I hope he's okay. He's clutching his knee, I think. Oh, no, it's his... Oh, that looks like Achilles. He's trying desperately to get out wide. As he does so, look, he's trying to make that... Oh, yeah, just tweaked it, hasn't he, as he's gone down. Landed a little bit awkwardly.
It wasn't a big roll or anything, so something else has happened there.
It was almost as if his foot, he landed before he realised he was going to, like when you step off a pavement and don't realise.
Which can send it through the chain, yeah, so you can get a bit of jarring all the way up through your back.
I've stepped off pavements thinking that they're quite small, and suddenly it's a lot higher than you realise. You know what that feels like. But he's okay, Ishenko. He's going to continue on.
You think he would have made that whoop noise that people make when they underestimate the gap?
Yeah, you can just see that then, that he wasn't ready for that. So that's a wise move, actually. Just take no precautions. Make sure you do take a precaution, rather. Don't risk it. Ishenko out. And not a bad replacement to come in, actually. Finian McCarthy.
Well, Finn McCarthy's had a great impact so far this VNL. Probably not expecting to feature in the game in this role. And here's Ishenko in a little bit of distress.
Not made it. 23-19. I think we are definitely going 5 now.
Might take the break between sets for Canada to get themselves back together. No one would ever like to see one of their teammates being injured.
The set point. Not made it. The angle wasn't there. Kentaro's pointing to say it's in. It isn't.
Not every player is caught up with the fact that the line calls are now automatic.
A couple of side outs will do it here for Japan. Well played. Best time Kentaro makes sure of it. And it's set point.
Japan will make a change to bolster their block. Sato Kai comes in for Takahashi Ra. Oddly though, leaving Sekita on the floor. Look for a block switch here.
Oh! No, there won't! A serve from Nishida. 25-20. It's 2-2. We are going 5.
Your nose has not failed you, Clayton.
Oh,
you smelled it coming a mile away.
Oh, what a way to do it. Straight into the hallway of hesitation. A massive swing from Nishida. Captains meet. Coin toss to be done to see who'll serve, who'll have which end, and who'll receive. And in fact, Japan just decided to receive, which is generally the way, because it gives you the first opportunity to score, and it is still perceived to be easier to score from side out than it is from serving. That's how the points have gone so far. Good game. Always had the air of 5 sets about it right from the get-go, this one, and Japan's serving level just upped a notch. Here are the setter contacts for Canada. They were taken off the net here quite a bit, actually, wasn't he? Which made a difference. But 7 balls where you're not going to be running the middle. Likewise, mind you, Sakita, I mean, it's pretty even.
You'll take that any day of the week when you're always in a positive situation. So Ran doing some work with the Japanese medical staff. We look at the win probability. Japan still with a comfortable margin.
But certainly that would have buoyed them, the way they went about the business of getting that last set. But now this is a race to 15. It's fast, it's furious. It's pretty much a roll of the dice.
Japan will continue with the lineup as they started the 4th set. For Canada, it will be an enforced change. Finn McCarthy taking the place of Pisashenko.
There we go, look, Nishida 4th in the server rankings so far. Amir #1 is unsurprisingly right. 5! Well, the best is upon us. We're into the 5th. And we're a block out, and point Canada, break point starts.
Right off the index finger. Lovely precision by Stephen Ma.
Too tight. Oh, Nishida's just looked for Schwartz's arms. That was it, not even looking at the court.
Sekita saves the ball and disrupts the rhythm of Schwartz on the block. It's a little half jump and then he tries to take up the space. He's better stopping short. And then Nishida has to play straight at the defender in 1.
Oh, you can hear that as it caught Louis from way up here. And that from Lepke as he banks this one on the pipe attack.
He does this so well. He's just in his rhythm on a really short 2-step approach and hits with composure. He doesn't try and put the ball low over the net. He's still trying to work the deep part of the court. Makes it look much easier than it really is.
Oh dear. Well, Finian McCarthy's going to say his hands were on his own side of the net. And he's entitled to put them there. He doesn't reach, as long as he doesn't reach across, if the ball's played off them. Let's have a look here. Does he reach across? Yeah, he does.
He does interfere with the set.
Nice work from Schwartz. Double Desmond.
Schwartz hasn't had to feature so much, but once more, it's this high ball, or not even really a high ball, where they're just not having good fast options. Throw him a ball where he can play.
Boing! McCarthy, make sure of that. Now that's a breakpoint lead for Canada. Really good serve, but lets McCarthy have the swing.
And it's the seam between Ishikawa and Yamamoto once more. They haven't cleared up exactly where they're taking this ball, coming from the middle of the court.
Blake Nishida somehow finds a way through. Down the front of Mark. 130 points now in the VNL for Nishida. He's going well. So from the serve at the moment, that's the risk you take. What a serve from Mark. Lovely block. Hare's lined that up perfectly. McCarthy's joined him hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder.
Luke Hare has a slightly different blocking technique. His arms go almost straight up. He doesn't try and get all the way over the net, but he has enough good shape at the top where the ball will come off his arms back into the middle of the court. Always into the middle of the court.
Well, that time round makes it work for him. Just got it off Sakita, who's clutching his hand because that hurt.
In the last year or two, Schweizer's made some really big improvements. Even last year, he was struggling to hit this ball on the line. He wanted to go cross every time. So big improvement from him hitting right side.
Far inside, but it works. Ishikawa finds a solution. Lepke. Good save, Kintaro, and ran. But there's trouble. Well, Demyanenko getting in the way of Lepke. And it's Japan who come up with the point. That was a wasted opportunity by Canada. Brilliant work by Japan to stay in the rally. This is free ball here. Look, Demyanenko's suddenly thinking that he was going to volley it, and then it caused all sorts of problems. Problem solved. Canada by 2. We'll have a side switch now. Straight back range, straight on with it. They're just trying to put Sakita anywhere that they're not hitting. He's just had a block in the middle. He's had a block over on the left side.
If he gets stuck in the middle in transition, do you think that'd set him on first tempo?
That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Try again. Not going to work. That is a monster from Demyanenko. And now a 9-6 lead for Canada. Things are looking good for them. Timeout! Cool by Japan.
Rest also in him. Huh? Yeah. He's working also. We have both sides that we can do. Huh? Okay? The main fight, guys, now is about serve when they push. If you can make a little bit better in a reception, you will have a better side out. This is just, I know it's not easy, but we have to, if you can. Huh? Okay? And take risk for serve also.
I love the responsibility that Bland is willing to give his players there. Hey, you guys can do this. If you see the opportunity, be ready to take the opportunity. Really nice trust.
They got him again. This time Lemke has made sure it doesn't come through. That went down so quickly.
That was Demyanenko on the late move.
Oh, yes. Nicely done. Just finding a way, Yamauchi. Nice work from Schwartz. This is his least favourite position to hit from.
That's another part of his game he's improved. He's really developed.
Well, he's had to, hasn't he? Because in his career, he started as a middle blocker. So now he's in areas he's never been in before, and he's just growing to them and becoming very proficient at them. And then doing what he does best, wonderful block.
The Canadian block looking to finish the game the way that they started, by being all over the Japanese offense.
Hey guys, you have to help. Huh? You are playing your high ball. I want to see 5 players behind the spiker, ready to help. Because this is our duty. Huh? Allez. It's okay, we try. Allez.
It's been a really determined effort by Japan. They haven't had much come to them easy today. They've had to really grind, and to get to a 5th set is valuable for Canada to get a win, any win, because the margin might not be in front of them, might be the margin on the teams behind them that gets them to the Olympics. Ran steps out, Masato Kai comes in.
Nicely done by Ma. It's looking really, really good now for Canada.
Brody Hofer comes in to serve with a 5-point lead, so he probably has a fair bit of leeway to be aggressive on this serve.
Not quite what he was looking for. So back to the bench. Demyanenko wants to come off. Louis comes in. Perfect pass. Great finish. And now it is match point for Canada.
49 is now match point for Team Canada.
It's a good serve. Oh, it's still going. Nishida, oh yes! What a way to save! Match point!
It's a delightful shot from Nishida. The cover that Philippe Blanc was asking for, and the composure from Nishida to tee off the block. Sekita out, Miyaura in for the block on the Nishida serve.
Oh! Wowee! McCarthy putting a 10 in the floor to wrap it all up for Canada. And they win the match by 3-2. That was an emphatic swing from McCarthy.
He hasn't had to do much tonight, so made sure he finished off on a strong note.